Hi everyone, and welcome back to Off Duty. My name is Jasmine, and today we have 30 minutes of full body basics Pilates. So no equipment is required for this class. Just find a mat and a comfortable place to move, and we will get back to the basics. All right, we are going to start this class by coming all the way down onto our back body, starting off with a nice little warm-up before we get into any sort of work. Just hugging the knees into the chest. Starting by taking a few big belly breaths in through your nose. Letting that go with a sigh through your mouth. Good. Let's take 2 more full cycles of breath just like that. In through your nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Good. Let's start to grab a hold of the shins, the knees. Just circle them out towards either side wall, and then just bring the inner thighs back together. Feeling that nice stretch through your outer glutes, through your hip flexors. Slowly start to draw those circles in the other direction, opening the hips up wide and circling them back together. You continue with those nice belly breaths. Slowly starting to settle down, bringing your awareness, your attention to your mat, to whatever space you find yourself in today. Let's plant down through the feet. Let's open the arms up wide into that cactus or that goalpost position, and just start to tip the knees from side to side. One knee falls, the other can follow. And then you can start to hold the knees over to the right, shift your gaze to the left, sink in to a nice spinal twist on this side. Using that exhale to sink a little bit deeper. And slowly taking those knees, shifting them over to the left and shifting your gaze to the right. Sink into your spinal twist on this side. Beautiful. Let's slowly come back to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Bring your nose up to your knees. Curl into that ball. Feel that nice stretch and that nice release from your whole body. We're going to plant the feet down on the mat. We're going to get into a little bit of core work to start off our class. So planting down for the feet, the elbows are going to come wide. Hands come behind the head. You start to tuck in through your core. Take a big inhale here. On your exhale, you're going to start to lift and find that crunch. Gaze is high. Inhale, we slowly lower. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale, slowly lower. Good. Start to find your flow here. As you lift, I want you to think about pulling that belly button up and in, knitting in through your ribs. On that exhale, we lift, we crunch. Inhale, we slowly lower down. Good. Now keep your gaze high, keep your chin out of your chest. Just focus here on connecting breath and body. So anytime we're finding that work, we're thinking about using an exhale. Anytime we're preparing for that work, we're thinking about finding an inhale. It's slow, it is controlled. We're gonna move here for 4. Slowly feel that heat building through your body for 3. Good, let's move here for 2. On 1, I want you to start to hold your chest high. I want you to start to stack the knees over the hips. Let's hold those knees at 90 degrees, then start to tap the toe down. Lift that knee back up. Good, other side, tap the toe down. Lift that knee back up. Now the back body is staying grounded down on your mat here. The elbows are staying wide. Maybe you need to drop the head down. That's okay. Either way, we're feeling the strength of our lower abdominals as we tap that toe down. If you feel good here, maybe you start to extend that leg long. You draw that knee back into your chest. Good. Reach and extend that leg long. That back body stays grounded. Pull that knee back in. Let's move here for 6. Good, we're strong through the core here. The gaze is high. We're here for 5. Really start to feel that burn through the middle of your body. You've got this. Last 3. Breathe. Good. For 2. Beautiful. Last 1. Let's keep those knees stacked over the hips. Let's return to that crunch. Inhale, you lower. Exhale, you lift, you squeeze. Inhale, you lower. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Now chances are your knees are going to want to pull towards your chest. Your job is to keep that 90-degree angle with the lower body. Keep the knees stacked over your hips. We're going to move here for 5. Keep breathing for 4. We're here for 3. Good. We're here for 2. On 1, you start to hold that chest high. All right. You're gonna flex into your feet. You're gonna push those legs long out in front of you. You're gonna squeeze those knees back into towards your chest. Reach those legs long. Pull those knees back in. Not here for long. You've got 6. Keep the back body grounded for 5. You've got this. Breathe for 4. For 3. Good. Lift a little higher for 2. Beautiful. Last one. Those knees pull in. We pulse in that crunch. Little pulse. Now you're not pulling on the neck. You're using the strength of your core here. Hands are light at the back of the head for 8. For 7. Breathe. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Lower it down. Hug the knees in. Reset. Reconnect. Feel some warmth through the middle of your body. We're going to plant down through the feet. We're going to start to reach those hands long out in front of us. You're going to take a big inhale. Feet are going to stay grounded here. On your exhale, you're going to start to roll on up to seated. You're going to reach those hands high overhead. You reach those hands back in front of you, vertebrae by vertebrae. You slowly roll back down. Those hands reach high. Good. Inhale. Reach, squeeze. Think about stacking your fingertips over top of your shoulders, over top of your hips. You tuck through the core, vertebrae by vertebrae. We roll back down. Good. Big exhale. Reach, squeeze. It should feel sticky in that spot of tension, that heavy spot at about halfway. Slowly roll down. Try not to find any momentum. Try to keep all 10 of your toes grounded here. Reach, reach, reach through the hands. Inhale, slowly lower. Good. Exhale, lift. Let's move here for 3. Reach the fingertips long. Good. These last 2 are going to be your best 2. 2 more. Stay with me. Reach and squeeze. Last 2. Good. We're going to start to come into that last one. We're going to reach those hands high. Beautiful. Now reach those hands out in front of you. Start to lean back to your heaviest point of tension. Again, keep those feet grounded. Take that right elbow, row it on down towards your mat. Reach that hand back long. Left side, tap the left elbow down. Reach that hand long. Now check in. Are your feet grounded? Good. Keep the chin out of the chest. Keep the shoulders rolled down the back. We're going to move here for 6. Good. Lean back a little further for 5. Strong through your core for 4. You've got this for 3. For 2. Last one. Hands reach long. Little pulse up and back. Up and back. Good. For 6. For 5. Breathe. You've got this. 4. Feet stay grounded for 3. Chest proud for 2. Last one. Beautiful. Take a butterfly stretch. Bring the soles of your feet together. Hinge forward at your hips. And then whenever you're ready, you're going to fold over top of your knees. You're going to start to make your way into tabletop. So tabletop is one of our foundational Pilates positions. It's very important we keep the shoulders stacked over the wrists, the hips over the knees. And I want you to think about lifting up and in through your core to get your back body nice and flat. Now you're going to start to kick that left leg long behind you. You're going to start to reach your right hand long in front of you. Take a big inhale here, lengthen through the fingertips, through the toes. On your exhale, start to drive that elbow towards the knee. Inhale, expand, reach that hand, that leg long. Exhale, curl, draw that elbow to the knee. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, bring it in. Good. Inhale, reach, expand. Exhale, pull and crunch. Think about driving that elbow to your knee, holding strong through your core. Breathe. We're going to move here for 5. You've got it. Reach it long. We're here for 4. Good. Gazes at the top of your mat for 3. Long and strong through your spine for 2. Beautiful. You're going to find that last one. You're going to reach it long. You're going to find a little pulse up and down of your glute for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, the right hand plants down, the left leg stays long. Start to point through your left toes. Tap the left toes down. Lift that left leg back up. Squeeze. Tap the left toes down. Lift and lengthen through that left leg. Finding our glute series here. You're going to feel this through your lower glute. Tap the toes down. Lift that leg back up. Good. Let's move here for 5. Exhale as you lift, as you squeeze for 4. We're gonna add on in 3. Good. We're here for 2. On 1, that left leg stays high. We tap that left foot behind the right, cross it over. Reach that left leg back high. Tap that left toe behind the right, towards the right corner of your mat. Reach that leg high. Good. Tap it down, lift it up. Now you might start to feel your stabilizing leg, that right glute start to kick in here. That's a good thing. We want that. Let's move here for 5. Good. Strong through your upper body. We're here for 4. Shoulders over wrists. We're going to move here for 3. Good. Let's move here for 2. Beautiful. Last one. We reach that left leg long. We start to flex into that left foot. We find a hamstring curl. Squeeze that left leg into your glute. Reach that left leg back long. Squeeze that left heel into your glute. Reach that leg back long. We find that mind to muscle connection with our hamstring, the back of our left thigh. Let's move here for 6. Good. We're here for 5. Breathe. You've got it for 4. For 3. We're here for 2. Woo. Last one, we pulse in that donkey kick. That knee is at 90 degrees for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a child's pose, big toes together, knees wide. Stretch the hands long, sink the hips back. Beautiful work. Reach those hands long, maybe take a little shift through the hips from side to side. Big inhale through your nose, big exhale through your mouth. Beautiful work. All right, start to ground down through your fingertips. Suction cup the palms down to the mat. Tuck the toes, reach the hips high. Let's find our downward dog. Quick little plank series that is gonna bring us into some standing work. Start in your downward dog. Think about pulling the ears through towards your biceps. Really strong through the fingertips. Exhale, you're gonna start to pull into your high plank. Shoulders over wrists. Inhale, you pike the hips high, downward dog. Pull it in, find your plank, reach those hips high. Good, pull into that plank. Feel the strength of your shoulders, the strength of your core. Belly button is tucked into spine the whole time here. Think about pulling that belly up and in. Strong through your core. We're gonna move here for 4. Good, breathe, you've got it. We're gonna move here for 3. Whoo. Yes, we're here for 2. Good, we find that last one. We're gonna hold in our plank for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, we take baby steps from the toes to the hands. Find a forward fold. Maybe roll out through your wrists here. Taking a big inhale, big exhale, letting that go. Sink a little bit deeper. Good, now vertebrae by vertebrae, let's start to roll on up to stand. Chin is the last thing to lift. At the top, just roll your shoulders down your back. Open up through your chest. Beautiful work. All right, we're gonna get into a nice little standing lunge series. So that glute that just worked, we're gonna step that right leg or that left leg forward. We're gonna step back that right leg back into our lunge. Now, important here that left knee stays stacked over top of the ankle. If you look down, it's in line with your middle toes. Let's start with that back leg long and strong. Whenever you're ready, you're gonna start to dip down that right knee. You're gonna exhale, dig through that left heel, reach the crown of the head back high. Good, dip into both knees, dig through that left leg, reach it high. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift it up. Strong in that lunge. Dip that knee down. Reach the crown of the head high. Now pay attention to your upper body. Keep the shoulders rolled down the back. Keep the chin out of the chest. The gaze is long and strong in front of you. Draw the hands wherever they feel the most comfortable. We're gonna move here for 5. We're gonna move here for 4. You've got it. Breathe. We're here for 3. Good, we're here for 2. We're gonna add a double pulse on 1. So you sink down, you pulse it here for 2. You dig through that heel, you reach it back up. Sink into that lunge. Pulse for 2. Exhale, dig and press. Inhale, sink, 2 pulses. Exhale, sink it up. Good. Sink down and pulse. Reach it back up. I really want you to think about digging through that left heel, sinking into that lunge. Your core is your center of balance right now. Tuck it in nice and tight. Good. Let's move here for 4. Whoo. Start to feel some burn through your quads. We're here for 3. Exhale, dig and press. Good. For 2. Beautiful. Let's start to sink into that last one. Let's hold that lunge low and let's just find that pulse. We're nice and low in our lunge. We're going to move here for 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You pivot into your sumo squat. Legs are wide, about just a bit bigger than hip distance. Toes point slightly outward. So we've got this nice wide stance. Roll the shoulders down the back. Hands can come to the hips. Start to sink into your sumo. Again, knees tracking in line with the middle toes. Dig through both heels, reach back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, dig and press. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, press it up. Dig through your heels. Keep your chest proud here. Shoulders rolled back. We're gonna move here for 6. Breathe. Exhale as you press for 5. You've got this. Strong through your core. We're here for 4. Good. We're here for 3. Sink a little bit deeper here. Last 2. On 1, we add on that double pulse. You sink it down, you pulse twice. Exhale, you press, you reach it up. Drop it down, 2 pulses. Reach it back up nice and long. Good, sink it down. 2 pulses. Exhale, dig and press. Beautiful, keep breathing. You've got this. Whew. All right, let's move here for 5. Breathe, good. We're here for 4. We move here for 3. Good, let's move here for 2. Beautiful, last one, we're gonna sink it nice and low. As you do, I want you to start to bring your hands behind your head. You're low in your sumo squat. Elbows are wide, feel the burn through your quads. Start to lean to the left. Pull with your right oblique, stack the shoulders back over the hips. Lean to the other side. Good, pull and stack it back up. Sink a little deeper. Try to hold the legs nice and low. We lean and we pull. Good, lean and pull. Stay in your squat. I know I'm slowly sinking out of it. We go a little bit deeper for 5. Woo, sink a little deeper here, team, for 4. Breathe for 3. You've got it. We're here for 2. Good, last one. You finished with that chest at center. Little pulse up and down for 10. For 9, breathe, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring everything up. Beautiful work. Take a moment here, shake out through your legs. We've got that lunge series to do on the other side whenever you are ready. Take a moment here, reset, reconnect. All right. We step that right foot forward this time. We step that left leg back. Set yourself up with a strong foundation in your lunge. Again, ankle is stacked underneath that knee. Knees in line with the middle toes. Really grip the mat with all 5 of your toes on that front leg. Hands can draw to the hips. Roll the shoulders down the back. Whenever you're ready here, team, sink down into your lunge. Slowly press it back up. Sink it down. Exhale, slowly press. Good. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. It's a nice slow and controlled movement. We are covering the foundations, the basics of Pilates in this class. Really focusing on our alignment, on our precision, on our balance, all of the good stuff. Let's move here for 6. We add on in 5. Breathe here for 4. Good. We're here for 3. We're here for 2. Last one, we add on that double pulse. You sink into your lunge, 2 pulses at the bottom. Exhale, reach and press. Inhale, drop it down, 2 pulses. Reach it back up. Good. Drop in pulse, lift it up. Drop in pulse, lift it up. Really dig through that right heel. We're here for 6. Whoo, you've got it. We're here for 5. Stay strong through that quad, that knee's driving forward. Last 4. Breathe, feeling it a little through your left leg. Last 3. Good, we're here for 2. On 1, we hold it low in that lunge. We find that little pulse up and down, little pulse. Shoulders roll back, chin out of the chest for 6. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly step up and out of it. Beautiful work. Let's reach down for the feet. Sink into that forward fold. Feel a nice stretch all the way up the backs of your legs. Little sway from side to side here. Let's plant down through the hands. Let's step it back. Take a child's pose, grab water, grab your towel, whatever you need. Take a moment, reset, reconnect breath and body. We're gonna get into that tabletop series on that other side. So you slowly make your way into tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We get that strong foundation through our core as if you have a glass of water balancing on your back and you're trying not to tip it over. We reach that right leg long behind us. We reach that left hand long out in front of us. Find your balance before you start to squeeze that elbow to that knee. Reaching that hand, that foot long. Good. Squeeze that elbow into your knee. Reach that hand and that foot long. Slowly dig it in. Slowly start to expand. Breathe. Now right away you might notice some differences between both sides here. Maybe one side feels a little bit more stable than the other. That's okay. That's why we're here. Breathe. Do what you can. We're gonna move here for 4. We're gonna move here for 3. Strong through your core. You've got it. For 2. Beautiful. You start to find that last one. Reach that hand and that foot long. Little pulse up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We keep that right leg long. We plant both hands down. Right leg reaches long. We start to tap the toe down. Point through the toe. Lift and squeeze that leg back up. Tap the toe down. Lift and squeeze that leg back up. Good. Little tap, a little lift. Now if our wrists are starting to get sore, maybe we come down onto our forearms if that feels better for us. Tap it down. Slowly lift and squeeze it back up. Good. Now I want you to think about your lower glute. I want you to channel your mind there, find that connection to that muscle. It's a slow lower and a slow lift. You stay in control. You try not to find any momentum here for 4. Strong through your core. We're here for 3. You've got it. We're here for 2. On 1, that right leg stays high. We tap it to the left corner of our mat. We squeeze that leg back high. Good. Tap it down. Lift it back up. Beautiful. Tap it down and lift it up. Send length, strength all the way through that right leg. Really start to feel that burn kicking in. Tap it down and lift it up. You've got it. We're here for 5. Breathe into that burn that is building. We are reaching that finish line. You are close. We're here for 4. Woo. For 3. You got it, team. We're here for 2. We find that last one. We hold that right leg high. We start to flex into that foot, hamstring curl. Squeeze that leg in. Reach that leg long. Squeeze that leg in. Find your hamstring. Reach that leg long. Good. Heel draws to glute. Leg extends. Beautiful. Squeeze it in. Reach it long. Now I want you to hold that tension in your glute. Keep that knee high for 5. Whoo, we're here for 4. Breathe strong through your core for 3. Stay in control here for 2. Beautiful. You find that last one, then we pulse in that donkey kick, knee at 90. Squeeze. This is where that burn really starts to kick in for 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Take a child's pose. Big toes draw together. Knees come wide, stretch the hands long, sink the hips back. Beautiful work. We've got one last little push to get through. And then we are at that cool down. Take a nice long moment here in your child's pose to reset, to reconnect. Taking that big inhale through your nose, and that big exhale through your mouth. All right, we are gonna finish with a spicy little low plank series. So whenever you're ready, I want you to drop down through your forearms. Hands can clasp, or we can create that 11 shape on our mat. We're gonna start to tuck the toes behind us. We're gonna set ourselves up with that strong foundation in our plank, shoulders in line with hips. Find your plank first, strong through your core, broaden through your collarbone. Then start to pike the hips high for your dolphin pose. Pull the ears towards the biceps. Sink back down into your low plank. Good, reach it up high. Dolphin pose or that pike. Pull back into your low plank. Drop it down. Reach it on up, send it high. Slowly lower it down. Now maybe you're taking from the knees, pushing back into your child's or your puppy pose. Dropping into that kneeling plank. Either way, it is slow. It is controlled. You're finding something that feels good for you, and you're pushing here for 4. Whew. Breathe, you got it, for 3. Strong through the middle of your body, strong through your shoulders for 2. Good, you're starting to find that last one, then you sink and you hold in that plank. Hold in that plank, shoulders over elbows, tuck through your core. Eliminate any arch from your back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose, big toes together, knees wide. Sink into your final child's pose of the class. Stretch the hands long. Take a big inhale through your nose. Sink into your child's pose with an exhale. Slowly start to walk the hands over to the left corner of your mat. Feel that nice stretch down your right side body. Beautiful. Take one more breath here. Start to walk the hands over to the right corner of your mat. Drop the chest down. And take one more breath here. You can slowly walk your hands back to center. You can roll on up to seated. You can start to make your way down to your back body. We'll hug the knees into the chest, finishing our class today where we started, reconnecting breath and body. Beautiful work. Start to feel your heart rate slow down. Slowly start to plant down through that left foot. Bring the right foot on top of the left knee. Find your figure 4 here, that nice stretch for the glutes, for the hamstrings. Use an exhale to sink into this stretch. Good, we'll plant that left foot down, reach that right leg high towards the ceiling. Just place a little bit of pressure there. And feel that nice stretch down the back of your right leg. We'll plant that right foot down, same stretch on the other side. Take that left foot, bring it on top of the right leg. Thread the hands through the lower body, draw the knee into the chest. Use an exhale to arrive here. And then you start to plant that right foot down. You reach that left leg high towards the ceiling, grabbing a hold of the back of the leg, drawing the knee into the chest. Starting to reflect on everything that you accomplished within our class today and taking ownership of all of those things. Reconnecting breath and body here, finally hugging the knees into the chest, pulling the nose up to the knees for our final little stretch, sinking on into this, and then slowly letting that go. You made it through 30 minutes of full body basics. Thank you for being here again. My name is Jasmine, and I will see you again soon.